Alright everybody, welcome back to the video. Today is going to be Discord Fridays, as I mentioned in the previous video. And today I've got something a little bit funny, spicy, whatever you want to call it. It's my own little creation. It's a little crazy. Yeah, as you can see on the screen and as you saw by the thumbnail, this is Exodia Synchron. I don't see a lot of people actually playing this. Heck, I haven't even seen not a single video on this. So I decided to create it, and I don't know why we haven't thought about this before, because we have TG Hyper Librarian. And as you know, with our combos, we can drop to 6 to 9 cards, depending on how you vary your sequence or how you decide to sequence your combos. So we do have draw power, and Exodia relies on draw power. So it's sort of kind of like a no-brainer. I don't know why we haven't tackled this before. Obviously, I've been playtesting this for a while, and there are some upsides and downsides to it, which I'll mention in a minute. But before I continue, I just want to say that this is my Friday uploads now. So Fridays will be Discord Fridays, and this is where you guys can drop all your suggestions in the Discord. Please join in the link in the description box down below. Yeah, join that Discord. Our community is still small, but it is a very helpful and friendly community, so you will always feel welcome. Drop those suggestions in the Discord, and I will tackle as much videos as I can for Fridays, and then I'll focus on the more competitive, more non-budget versions on my Sundays and Monday uploads. So that'll be with like the Baron, the Cashteras, the Bistils, the stuff that are kind of expensive, and those kind of combos I'll tackle those on Sunday. And then the crazy, like, you know, suggestions that you guys, things that you want answers to and stuff like that, will be on Friday. Anyway, without rambling on too much, let's have a look at this deck profile. So the one thing I will say is you want to play this deck at 40. You don't really want to go higher than that, because then you see less chances of getting your Exodia pieces. Although the thing I struggle with is the meme, right? So I don't know if it's just me or if it's you guys as well, but this stupid card, whenever I play the deck at 40, meme is always in my hand. So I tried to add 1 or 2 cards, as you can see it's at 42, to try and just get rid of the meme from my hand, because that does kind of shadow off the converter line. And then if I draw the meme, the converter line becomes the Caligo line, so it's not as great. So yeah, you really don't want to draw this card. So that's why I have it at 42. So the advantages of this is, one, if you're playing Exodia Synchron, everyone in the room is gonna notice, because who the hell plays Exodia in today's meta game? And yeah, our deck has the potential because of the Hyper Librarian. So if you draw those Exodia pieces, you automatically win. So it's a free game for you. There are some downsides, however. The one thing I noticed is we've got things like tuning, and that mills cards. And if you have Exodia pieces in your hand and you mill one, even if you just mill one piece, you've literally got 4 bricks sitting in your hand or deck. So it kills off the entire Exodia engine if you mill a single piece. So I do suggest playing Pot of Avarice, which shuffles back, so you won't get to Exodia pieces in the current turn. But if it's like a dead game set where you'd, like, for example, I know Mystic Mine is banned, but if you enter into that sort of game state, then you still have the potential to get your Exodia pieces. But the rest of the deck functions on consistency. So I don't know if you saw in the previous videos, I brought back Fleur Synchron, and it was kind of confusing to some people, so I'll explain why it's here. Because the one thing that we get hit on the most is the Bistils, right? Because if our level 2s get sent to the graveyard, then especially Doppel and Caligo, and you try to revive it off the Junk Synchron, they'll try and Bistil it, and then you kind of lose combo there. So it's a very, like, it's very dangerous, right? So to counter that, I put in E-Tellies, and the target for E-Telly is obviously, where are you? Psychic Tracker, a level 3 non-tuner. And you can special some from the hand if you have a level 3 on field, i.e. Junk Synchron. So you can make a level 6 if you wanted to, if you're trying to play different variants. But the whole idea of this is you go Italy into your Psychic Tracker, you summon your Fleur Synchron from your hand, and you make Speeder that way. So there's just more ways to get to your Speeder. And then keep comboing off, because there's no point if your level 2s just get banished and then you just have to pass turn. That's why that's in the deck, and then you keep it at as close to 40 as possible. You can remove things like the Monster Reborn, and can even remove the Foolish Burial, so you put it down to 40. And then the extra deck, everything stayed the same. Obviously now, if you saw in the Discord, I do have a Baron, so I'll be making combos for Baron on Sundays and that kind of stuff. But for Fridays, I'll stick to Vermilion for you guys, that, you know, it is still expensive. So Vermilion will be here for Fridays. And then the side deck, it's just Artifact Lancia for the Flu and the Banished players, Crow for the Tearlament players, Dark Ruler for Rogue, Cosmics for the back row heavy decks. We're seeing a lot of Labyrinth, and that's a kind of a problem deck. And then the Kaijus for spot removal, which can go for any deck really. And then these are our anti-tier cards that we can side in. And as you can see, I have Dragster. I would remove Dragster for Jet Warrior because it works very well with Synchro Overtake. So I would switch that around. But yeah, this is how the deck would function, right? So you literally go into combo, you want to get your Librarian on field as possible, and then you start drawing into your Exodia pieces. Like I said, Avarice is something you would want to consider for this deck build, but literally everything else stays the same. So yeah, this deck is pretty fun. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'm just gonna do like quick 1 or 2 not replays, but I'm gonna test hand 1 or 2 times quickly just to showcase to you guys what it's capable of. And obviously we're not gonna have an opponent, it's just uninterrupted. I just want to show you guys the potential, because it is a very fun deck that literally any budget player can capitalize on. So yeah, and it's a very different deck. Like, I mean, if you want to be a little different to what everyone else is playing for Synchron, this is definitely a good alternative for you guys. Alright, so if you can see on the screen, we already a bit lucky. We've got 1 Exodia piece in the hand, so we just have to search for 4 more. And we've got Italy, we've got Synchro Overtake, so we have many ways to combo off right now. So I'm going to activate Synchro Overtake. We will special summon Junk Synchron. Special Caligo. And we will go with our normal combo. We'll make Speeder. Speeder effect to bring out all our Synchron tuners, and this time we have 4 now because we've got Flow Synchron in the deck. Start a Synchron effect to add Illumination. We'll activate Illumination. We don't have an opponent, so I don't have to worry about Bestials, so I'll just put Trail in the grave. And then we'll make off into, where are you? Vermilion. Then we will activate Start a Synchron. You always target the Flare Synchron for this build, because you need both Junk and Jet Synchron. Then we will activate Trail, Special Summon, and then we make off into the Yazi. So now we treat this as a converter guide. Vermilion, we will banish the Flare Synchron, always banish the Flare Synchron. Pop the Yazi. Yazi effect will float into our Meme. Use Meme twice. And then we can make the most important card to this build, the Hyper Librarian. Then we make Shaman. So we're comboing off like normal now. We're gonna activate that, and then we'll activate Jet. Adding Junk Converter. So we want you. 1, 2. Oh, another Junk Converter. Okay, so we're not getting very lucky on the Exodia draws, but like I said, this is a gamble, but it is fun. So what do we do here? Here we shall make off into Cupid Pitch. 1, 2. I'm not going to be activating Junk Converter. Come on, activate. There we go. Because I'm treating this as the Junk Converter guide that we usually do, and we usually already use Junk Converter effect. So I'm not going to activate it because we're going to clog the board that way, and we don't want that. So we'll make this a level 2. We'll get a draw. Monster Reborn. Okay. And then we'll use Meme for the last time. And then we shall make Stardust Charge. We want to get as much draws as possible. So we'll draw 2 here. Okay, unlucky. We have no Exodia pieces yet, apart from the one in hand. We will make, where are you? Metal Marsha. Activate Chain 1, Chain 2, Chain 3. I'm gonna revive Jet Synchron because I want to make Chenging here. Burn for 300, and we will add, what do we want to add? Let's add Yugioh. And then we'll get a draw. Okay, unlucky. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any Exodia pieces today. We still have an illumination. Let's go for the banish route. So we shall make Chenging here. Let's put him at the top so he has the ultimate protection. Draw card. Yeah, no, we literally have no Exodia pieces. And then I'll make Shenzhen. Librarian. Okay, the second piece. So if we didn't use Synchro Overtake at the start, we could still use it now and make a Crystal Wing. I do have a Monster Reborn. What do I want to do though? I still have my normal summon. What do I still have? I can go Excel. I still have Italy, which is also good. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to make a Dragster as well. Just try and capitalize on the draws. This is obviously depending on what your hand will be like. So I still haven't used my normal summon. So we'll make that. And then we'll make this Spell and Trap negate. And we get another draw. Italy. Okay. We weren't very lucky with the draws. But this is just to showcase to you guys what is possible. Because look how many cards we drew. Now imagine if you got lucky with the Exodia pieces. Like, there's a very good chance that you can actually pull these Exodia pieces. So it's not impossible. But keep in mind it's very, like, it's gambly. Like, you're not guaranteed to get it. But yeah, this is just to showcase to you guys what is possible. So while you build up your board, you slowly have a ticking time bomb that pressures your opponent. So yeah, that's all I have to showcase to you guys today. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please do join the Discord. Like, if you guys have any suggestions, drop them in the Discord and I'll tackle them for Fridays. This is Discord Fridays. And that's all from me today. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Peace.